What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
It's your boy Giovanni. Oh, Lord.
And so...
The remix, I don't like it.
Quad's interview was so good. I enjoyed it.
I really liked her a lot. I really did.
Fellas, she had ass. I'm not going to lie.
What we didn't talk about on our last show was the fallout and all the stuff online from the Masika interview. So people felt like I was a little reserved. Can I just tell you that while I was sitting in here watching her spew off all the storyline and all the craziness,
I need to watch that one.
I kept saying to myself, no matter what she says, no matter what she does, stay calm, because in the storm, those who stay calm find their way.
You preaching right now?
And I felt like she was saying so many things that weren't even true. Let's start with the fact that she said she's never done a sex tape. There's actually stuff online that she had a sex tape.
Oh, did she actually say that she didn't do one?
Yes.
Okay, I missed that
And
part.
she
knows
attacked me for attacking her kid when I was questioning who the kid's dad was. It's just a part of conversation that people are having. But then she was saying how I talked about her kid, but then she was calling Alexis's kid a demon.
It's something when you call kids.
I mean,
demons.
I guess you know she has.
hilarious.
It's obvious she has a personal stake in that matter. She has a
So
child.
the rules only apply when you have a personal stake or when you don't?
I think that yes, people can get a little hypocritical when it applies to them. You know,
Yeah. Well,
do as I say, not as I do.
Well, that never worked in my house, and I love
I
it.
hated hearing
I
that
love
shit.
Masika. I ran into her after the show. We kind of laughed about. I was in the meeting with World Star and ran into her and was having a whole conversation about how much the story was trending and how much traffic was getting to, because she was a great interview.
Yeah.
But I've found a lot of holes in everything she was saying.
She is a lightning rod for controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people either really, 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 really rock with her, or they feel like they can't fucking stand her.
Or they either want to kill her or wash her feet. But Nipsey Hussle has just gone. I mean, she attacked Nipsey Hussle, and you know Nipsey's out here in these LA streets. So I text her, I said, "Girl, you
What
okay?"
are you doing?
Because Nipsey had somebody run up on you.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
and you know, I don't even know what condolences to the relationship that is no longer.
I know. I
But
like them together.
that one hurt a little bit. I was like, no.
So for those listening that don't know what we're talking about,
Lauren
or
London.
you,
Yeah.
Lauren London was dating
Nipsey
and has a
Hussle.
baby by, right? Does she have a baby by him?
She got a baby by
Nipsey
all the
Hussle.
dudes she dated.
She has two
She has two
children,
kids.
one from Lil Wayne and one from Nipsey,
That's
and she
all.
was in relationships with both.
This is how men try. This is how men try to slutify women.
This it is.
She had two public relationships, and all of a sudden she's a hoe.
But
I didn't say that.
hold on. Let me just, because we talked about this, the hypocrisy about how certain women can get away with certain things and other women can do the exact same thing and they are demonized for it. Erykah Badu is a perfect example of a woman who's never gotten married to the three men that she has children with, but yet we regard her as, this ethereal being. And don't get me wrong, I love Erykah Badu.
She be sliding in our DMs talking shit.
Really?
I
love her.
And she's
Because
from...
we keep posting her, so she slides in our DM and she goes, "Oh, you must be a fan, huh?" I go, "Sure am."
We all are. We're big
Hell
fans
yeah.
of Erykah Badu, but why
her
do?
baby's father.
But why exactly? I mean, I love Eric. J Electronica, like Exhibit C, is one of my favorite songs ever in life in the hip hop community. So it just is amazing to me how some women can be demonized for the exact same thing that other women are. People just walk away from it, ignore.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought she had more. I'm apologizing.
And if she did, and what?
None
None of them are yours.
As I was saying on the last show, when I was talking to my beautiful sister queen over here about being a thought, it's okay to embrace it. Listen, I'm blessed and highly favored that none of my sisters have been real hoes in the world. Like they be thoughting a little bit on their little Instagrams now that they're getting of a particular age, because once it starts to slip, shit, what do you got to hold on to?
Right.
But
Shit.
shout out to all my
I'm
sisters.
doing?
I love my. No, that's not what you're doing, because you're not
Okay.
slipping. In fact, I don't even know how you're aging. It's like I feel like you and I are aging backwards, and like Gio is just jumping right into the pit of hell.
I look younger than you.
No, you do. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Poor
There's
little
no way
Tink
you
Tink.
can
Let me
think.
shade this facial hair off.
Let me say this.
And get this weight off.
On your bet. Oh, if I lose this weight, when I lose this weight, when I lose this weight, and get it all together, you wouldn't even be able to walk in the same room.
Well, that's
with
the
me.
same day when Trump get impeached. Might not happen.
Well, when you learn the word impeached, then we'll be talking about something. So there's a lot going on in the world. We're going to jump right on into it.
Yes. Grammy nominations were announced.
Yes.
And our, friend of the show in Hollywood Unlocked, Cardi B.
Love her to death.
Is nominated for 2 awards. She's also up for an award in the same category as her soon-to-be husband, Offset.
I have a message for all the haters because I was just with Cardi. They had an event here in L.A. I forgot what it was. Yo Gotti invited me. It's a concert for 92.3. No, well, whatever the radio station has a concert.
The Real.
So The Real. Thank you. So I went to that and I went to Cardi, went in her room and was talking to her, and she was so sweet. So I brought somebody with me, and she said, and so the guy walks in the room and she goes, "Damn, you so cute." And so I'm looking because of course he got super excited.
Yeah.
So then he was like, "Can you say that on my Snapchat?" Long story short, what I love about Cardi, she's still so humble. And the fact that her star is just rising. She just did the cover of Rolling Stone 50th anniversary. She's nominated for 2 Grammys. She had a #1 on the Billboard Hot 100
She's on the cover
chart.
of The New Yorker. She has crossed the fuck over.
J. Cole was standing in her room telling her how he was a fan of hers. At this point, if you are, what frustrates me to that is that people are still hating on her.
Yeah.
I cannot stand, and it's typically Black women. Unfortunately, it's Black women, and it's other Black female rappers. How can you not look at somebody who dug herself out of the strip club and didn't change anything but her teeth and not be happy for her?
Right.
I told her, I said, I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely happy. Maybe because I'm not threatened by her. Maybe because she doesn't affect me.
That's definitely what it is. I mean, like, people are oftentimes, very, like, it's envy breeds contempt. That's how the saying goes.
Why though?
Because you got what I fucking want.
Then work harder, bitch.
Listen, I don't know. I've never been envious of another woman.
No, bitch, work hard. But
what's
it's like,
for you is for you, and what's for me is for me.
Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, both at the top of their game. Both when modeling was real and Instagram didn't exist. Naomi was evil to her.
Well, Naomi has anger management issues. She throws phones and shit at people.
But she chose Tyra though. It's that Black on Black shit.
It might have been a little bit of a competitive
thing. And let me tell you, I am so confident in what I'm doing right now. I'm so comfortable in what I'm doing. I don't go to other blogs and look at their numbers. I don't go and look at don't get me wrong. I definitely stay on top of what everybody's doing so that we stay ahead of the game. People that are out there in the world, I see in our comments where people say, "Why hasn't this show grown any faster?" It doesn't mean that the show's not hot. It doesn't mean that what I'm doing is not hot or what we're not doing is not hot. It's just that sometimes when you're ahead of the game, you got to wait for the game to catch up.
Oh, boy, you just said a mouthful.
It's true,
there.
but there's so many people who are listening to the show who want to be a football player, and they look at Odell Beckham and the Cars and this, or a boxer, and you're looking at Floyd. Stop comparing yourself to people who've had 20 years in the game at a time when the game was very different.
Yeah. Right.
With social media, YouTube, we can all be whatever we want to be.
Exactly. But you know what it is? Social media has really created this kind of, sense of entitlement and this feeling of like, I need it now. I want instant gratification when people just don't seem to understand the struggles that people have gone through. There is no overnight success. People work their ass off to get to where they are.
And sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
I've recently just come to terms with accepting, and this is going to sound kind of crazy.
Crazy is normal for you.
I think I'm a little depressed. And I mean it.
What? Why?
I am.
I think that I'm overwhelmed with the expectations I set for myself, number one.
Yes.
I feel at 40, I'm working against the clock. I feel that I just feel the pressure of it all, and I feel like even going out now, I used to be out all the time, partying here and there. Now I just feel like the pressure of having to socialize. I don't want to talk to people all the time. I want to just chill. So I found comfort in staying in my house. And so now that I stay in my house or I stay traveling to places where I can just kind of do my own thing, I find myself becoming less and less engaging other people.
Right.
I walked to the store yesterday after having did like almost 23 hours of being up, traveling, flew to San Francisco and back. I walked to the store and I remember walking out the door and just smelling the air and feeling how
the air don't smell that good.
It smelled good.
Hollywood.
It smelled good in my neighborhood, but just in terms of feeling the air and feeling a little bit more sense of freedom. I don't know. I've just been struggling with that.
I mean, the pressure of constantly being on. Because that's kind of what you have to do, regardless of when we're doing the show or you're in a meeting for Monster, whatever the case is, or you just, somebody bombards you with like, oh my God, can I snap you and whatever. The pressure of being on is mentally taxing. And I feel like, you know, that there's nothing more exhausting than being mentally taxed, you know, or emotionally, you know, just drawn. You know, we can exert a lot of energy like physically, but nothing compares to having like shit weighing on your brain. So, and that's why I always tell you, you have to find a way to decompress, to pull the plug from the matrix.
Right. Well, I will tell you one thing I just did was I literally changed.
Me time.
I changed my diet. Let's start with that. Diet actually changes your mood.
Wow.
The food that you consume. Okay, when you stop drinking alcohol, there's that.
Yeah.
I feel like when I really first started getting into this weird thing was when I went sober.
Yeah.
Because when you're drunk all the time, my cycle was work all day, drink and party all night, pass out. Not sleep, pass out.
Yeah.
Wake up, work all day, drink all night, party, pass out. I was in that for so many years that when I went sober, I literally just like, I had to rediscover how to socialize normally, like how to go to a party and talk to people without being drunk. Because when I'm drunk, I'm all over the party.
I used to be such a weed head. I didn't think that I could actually have a conversation with people and be funny and have personality without it. But now I can't do it anymore. I can't go near weed. I get paranoid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. But I think that when people listen, you know, somebody had messaged me the other day on Instagram. And she said, I never message celebrities or famous people or people in the public eye, but I watch your show. I binge watch it. And she said, the thing I love about you guys is you share real stories. You know, there's all the other stuff. Like, you talk about anal bleaching and getting fucked and all that. But you also talk about real shit. And the thing that she said was, I was a foster kid, and I heard you talk about being a foster kid, and it really hit me. Can you please talk more about that on your platform? And I just thought about it, and I'm like, you know, there's so much that I want to do that when I think about my journey as a kid, I wrote my book, but I haven't put it out yet because I don't feel like my platform is big enough. But then again, when is your platform big enough? And is that the thing that makes your platform big? You know, I just feel overwhelmed with pressure. And I think when people think of depression, you think of suicide, you think of all these things. People are, half the country, if not more, is living depressed.
Yes. Yes, that's true. And it's due in large part to the things that we see. First of all, there's 24-hour news cycles. We can't keep up with the amount of information that is just being like, you know, like forced down our throats, like on a minute-to-minute basis, you know, and then the lives of other people that look so grandiose and so fantastic on social media when, for the most part, it's a lie.
Smoke and mirrors.
It's completely curated to look a very specific way. We drive ourselves crazy, you know, and we're not unplugging. And there was, I forget who it was, one of the creators of, I think, Facebook or whatever, went on record to say that social media platforms were created for us to become addicted to.
Oh, I know. It was one of the founders of Facebook.
Yeah, and
He's a billionaire.
and we are officially there, you know, and there's no end in sight. It's only going to get worse.
And it was interesting. I was just in Vegas and I was talking to Floyd. There's my drop for the day. But he was saying, because I said, you've been acting weird lately. Like, what's going on? Like, are you cool? Like, is everything good? And he just started venting.
Really?
And he was just like, I'm halfway there. You know, his cut man just died.
Yes.
Raphael,
Yeah.
may he rest in peace. His uncle Roger was in the hospital. He's dying. His grandfather died on his son's birthday.
Wow.
So Floyd is just like,
so he feels he's halfway through his life?
well, that, and what's the purpose of life? I have all this money and I have everything. Well, now what? My career, you know, if you think about it, because I was trying to think about it. When, in his case, when you're fighting to become the champ and you get that, then you're fighting to hold it. Then you're fighting to win every fight in front of you. And then that's over. For your career, what else do you do?
Right.
In your life, when you are dating women or dating people to have your children and you have that and your kids are growing up now and one just turned 18 and he's independent, now you've done that. What else do you do? I couldn't imagine being 40 years old and not really knowing what else to look forward to. For me, I'm the opposite. I feel like I was saying to him, well, if having a bunch of money is a problem, you know, I know a lot of people, including me, who can take some off your hands. Shit, my bank account is available and it has a lot of room. But I couldn't even imagine having all the money in the world and having everything in your possession and feeling like there's nothing else left.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that because it's one of the topics that we were going to discuss, which is, you know, Willow Smith.
Yeah.
She went on record, Hollywood Unlocked posted this, where she basically said that that being the child of two very famous parents and whatever else, She basically equated her childhood to being terrible. The comment section was just a shambles.
They attacked poor Willow.
They really did. They came for her. They were like, oh, really? Try being like on Section 8 and having just one parent and 15 other siblings, fighting for, roaches for the Fruit Loops and shit.
But is it fair to think that rich people can't have problems too?
It's completely unfair to think that her perspective is inaccurate because she grew up with privilege.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of rich kids who end up severely
fucked up.
Yeah. Thank you. I was going to try to not swear.
And we don't know what's going on in the Will Smith and Jada Smith home.
That part.
The thing about Will and Jada from all the interviews that I've seen or that we've posted is that they've allowed them to live their life the way they want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of scary for a kid that's venturing out into a world that's not even a real world.
Right.
It's one thing like we live in the real world, we're walking the real streets. We don't know what they're I guess encountering in life, but I would say the pressure of not being able to go even to a bathroom without somebody knowing who you are. I could not imagine growing up in that either.
And the other thing is that Will and Jada have always been pretty vocal about the fact that marriage is work. And these are very key words, that people use to indicate that not all is, it's not all peaches and cream and shit like that, that they've had bumps in the road. And the children probably were witnesses. We can only speculate as to what that means, but it's not for any one of us to decide that because Willow Smith grew up with privilege and fame, that her upbringing, that she's just a spoiled, rotten brat.
She's also been body shamed for being too thin. She's been called ugly. She's been, quirky or weird or all the things that being unique. She's been bullied. And
her and Jaden, except Trey. Trey, I guess people see as the most normal one, but Jaden and Willow have been the awkward ones.
So think about that pressure. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's sad. So anyway, what else is going on?
Well, I mean, to go back to the Grammys, just because I want to, acknowledge everybody. SZA has the most nominations this year. I'm sure a lot
out of everybody.
Yeah.
Out of everybody.
Beyonce. Yeah.
Beyonce didn't put it on the record.
That's true. She didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, she's she's leading the nomination pack.
Yo, congrats, SZA.
I know, I'm really happy.
I wasn't
for her.
a fan at first, but now I'm a fan.
Why weren't you a fan?
I was just, I don't
Because she was singing for women about deadbeat ass niggas like you. No, I'm sorry.
I'll tell you why she hasn't blown up as big as she should.
Why?
She's dark skinned.
Well, that's
and I'm not even hating on her.
She's crossed over though.
Here's what I'm saying. From what I've heard and what we've posted, every time we post her, people love her.
Yeah.
People now, industry artists adore her. And I probably feel, and most people probably feel, she should be at the top right now.
Right.
But why is Cardi B up there and she ain't? Because Cardi's looked at as exotic or looked at as a light-skinned girl. She is. She's Dominican.
Yeah. I love her.
I don't know that. I'm not saying that it's fair. I definitely, absolutely disagree. I feel like anyone like SZA, who is beautiful to me,
she's gorgeous,
is talented to all of us. Why is she not getting the mainstream affection?
I mean,
I'm not sure. I really can't answer.
It's like this, like in the comedy world, it could only be one great one at one time. Like it can't be Kevin Hart, Mike Epps all at once. It's Kevin Hart. But in the white world, it's Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey.
No, it's who's going to sell magazines, who's going to get clicks, who's going to pair up with a brand better.
Yeah, but it's pretty much could be more than one at the top.
I mean, for somebody who leads the nominations, like she does, in comparison in previous years, an Adele or an Alicia Keys, when they're up for the big five, they have had a lot of mainstream attention, and it seems like only our community really even knows who SZA is.
Dark skinned,
you might actually have.
And I'm telling you, it's sad. It's sad, because we were talking earlier offline about how or actually in our quad interview, we were talking about how she says some of the Kardashians or other people rape our culture and profit off of it. Think about it, SZA. She looks like. Not just like a Nina Simone, but she's a Nina Simone. She's all those girls, an Erykah Badu, all those girls who may not look like the girls that they want on the cover for their advertisers. That's how people get famous. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But shout out to her. And
Yeah.
shout out to all the black people. The Grammy's gone black.
I mean, it's
Because
about goddamn time.
All the artists of the year, there's no
I
white
mean,
people.
She's nominated. Go ahead.
Yeah, album of the year has Jay-Z, whose song we're playing right now. Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar. Jay-Z has 8 nominations and Kendrick Lamar has 7 nominations. I mean, it's just which one would you choose for album of the year? Kendrick's album or Jay-Z's album?
Jay-Z.
That was hilarious.
Jay-Z because Jay-Z
hasn't dropped anything in a really long time, and he dropped that fire with this album.
because he admitted to cheating on Beyonce, and he needs to get something
too.
for that.
That's your reason why.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
that too.
But
Go ahead.
Congratulations to Bruno Mars too. As
Yes.
Oh my god.
My favorite guy. I went to the concert, front row.
No, you don't even understand. So Bruno Mars, I've always, moderately liked him. I thought he was extremely talented as a writer, a
kind of
songwriter.
short though.
I'm not trying to
The
fuck
aesthetic
him.
of him, though.
Yeah, no, I just no. I just thought he was a little too poppy for me. That just wasn't my jam.
You didn't hear the big word I used?
The aesthetic
of
Congratulations. Anyways, this album, 24 Karat.
Amazing.
Oh my, magic. It is magic. It is. I still play it ad nauseum.
Shout out to James Fauntleroy.
I love James
He
Fauntleroy.
Did he write it?
Yes, he wrote That's What I Like.
Okay, so I'll text James and invite him to the show.
Please
Yes.
do. Oh my God. I'll just turn into such a fucking groupie. I love James fucking Fauntleroy. He is so talented. But also Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover. His song Redbone was nominated for Song of the Year, which I'm so excited about. Oh my God.
Well, congratulations to all the nominations. I plan on going to the Grammys this year.
Yes,
so.
we will be there. Hollywood Unlocked.
Look how he invited himself.
I said I'll be there, but if you're there, hit me up. All right, what else is happening?
Okay, so in other music news, rap beef has been ignited between Mace and Betha.
Pastor Mace.
Sleepy rapper.
And Cameron. Dipset's coming back together, which all of New York the East Coast is really, really, really freaking excited about. I kind of am
I got
too.
them Scooby Doobies.
Cameron,
Yeah, I call them Ruby Rubies. That's them Scooby Doobies.
I swear to God, Dipset is one of my favorite hip hop groups of all
Really?
time. Yeah, because they're fucking comedy. Not only do they have like a strong lyrical presence, and they embody fucking New York.
Well, we're getting Cameron on the show.
Yeah, we totally
Yes,
are.
we
I asked you to get Cameron
He
a long
was
time
shooting
ago.
a movie.
Are you talking to him directly or his people?
His people, his assistant.
Oh, there we go.
Well, listen, his assistant. It's the next best thing.
No, call him.
All right, well, listen.
I was on Funkmaster Flex's show one time. He called up and was like lightweight flirting with me. So since him and Juju seem to be over, maybe I'll just be like, "Hey boo, hey, you want to come on the show?"
You would date Cameron?
No, I'll use myself as bait
So
to get him up on the
Dipset
chair.
was-
Why don't you
Who's
post?
the
Why don't you
Dipset?
post?
High five.
Why don't you post like a slutty photo and then say, "I wish I had my Cameron with me."
With a pink fur coat on.
fuck is wrong with you two?
Wait, let me creative direct it. Let me
Yeah,
get
do
a
that.
fake pink fur, a banana, and some baby oil and a Q-tip, and just put a whole
A
theme
Q-tip.
together.
Whoa,
Tip.
what's the Q-tip doing and what's the banana
Because we
doing?
gotta scoop it out.
What's the banana?
She got that yellow banana. I split it open.
What you know about a yellow banana?
I can't with you two
But
right
they're
now.
beefing over just, I guess, a friendly beef, right?
Yeah, I mean, in this thing,
No, it got dirty. Somebody
Yeah.
said they slept with somebody's sister. Now, did Mace? Who slept with his? Mace slept with his
May
sister.
said that.
No, Mace said that Cameron had
Cameron's-
sex with his sister, with his own sister. He dropped a
That's
diss
kinda
track.
dirty.
Dropped a diss track called "The Oracle," and claims that Cameron had sex with his sister. And he also said that he left Jim Jones to get jumped in Rucker Park. And he said he made Cam who he is.
Can I just be honest with you? I honestly don't follow male rap beef that often
Right.
unless you're really commercial. Because I like the women fighting better because the shade of it all.
Yeah.
And, like I wish Mace would have came like, girl, you don't know who you're talking to,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Then I would have tuned in because I heard anyway.
Well, they make the same claim against each other that each one slept with their own sisters. Because
That's just filthy.
I just don't even understand. Cameron's.
Would you ever sleep with a family member?
No.
Is there any country? Would you?
I think I
You
did.
fucked a cousin. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
you
did.
have.
I did.
You had sex with a cousin?
Yeah.
Was it
Swear.
a first cousin?
Yeah, I swear.
Was it first cousin?
I think she was like second or third. I think she was like second or third.
I don't even know what that
Wait,
means.
so you had sex with your cousin's
My family doesn't go that
child?
deep.
I had sex with my grandmother's brother's daughter.
And did that feel weird?
Nah.
And so nowhere in your...
Wait, did I think we was just sexting. Did I fuck her? I can't remember, but I know we was doing some shit.
Okay, so family reunion time, you don't say, hey, pass the pussy. Cousin. All right. Well, anyway, shout out to Cameron and Mace. I'm glad they were able to settle that because we definitely don't need any more rap beef murders.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's ever going to get
If
there.
I'm going to beef with somebody, they got to be a rapper from another country because it got to take you a long time to get to my black ass.
I don't think that it's going to get to that. I think it's just going to continue to be, for our, enjoyment and whatnot.
Well, that poses the question, Melissa. When was the last time you had a beef with a friend, a close friend, maybe like a former roommate?
Oh, we all know that.
That's
you
funny.
fucking asshole, bro.
That's hilarious.
That's obvious.
Oh, Valerie. Val. Was that your last friend beef?
Miss Vimp?
I wouldn't really call that a beef. I would call that.
You said she was dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's not beef to me.
Can you tell everybody what you said when you text me?
Which part?
Where you said you heard that she...
No.
No, just tell them what you said and what I said to you. Because I gave
let them draw you in like
I gave her friendly advice. Let me tell you something, people. Everybody listening. I don't care what people say about me. Fuck all that. All those lies. I am the friend you call when you want real fucking advice. I give you that tough love, friendly advice. This weekend, you said what?
Somebody hit me and said that they missed our friendship, that they were in a really bad place mentally, and that they kind of felt a little suicidal. And Jason was like, "So what the fuck you care? Let them kill themselves."
No, tell them what you said. You then did what? You had somebody call them.
I had somebody reach out to them because I don't want
play with that.
Because I don't want to be enrolled back into this if this is a manipulative tactic, but I also don't want to feel responsible if something actually
happens. And so what did you do?
And so I had somebody reach out to make sure she was okay.
And then when you told me, as your friend, as your BFF, what did I say to you?
You were like, what the fuck you care if she died?
And you were like, oh my God, but Jason, they can't do it. I said, you said, and I quote, she's dead to me. So I say, when a person is dead to you, you let them be dead. You don't go pick them up out the dirt.
No,
listen, if you die to them, because Melissa has a bleeding heart. That's her fucking problem. You have to learn that sometimes when you go to the funeral and put your last rose on that casket, leave the dead dead. So I said, damn, you said she's dead to you. Now she's dead or gonna die and you still care. She was like, God damn, you're mean. That was just me being a friend.
Okay, well, yes.
I'll never forget the time because this girl, she's like Albanian. What is she?
Lebanese.
This girl, my brother was murdered. I was suicidal in real life. She wasn't suicidal. She just wants to go to catch. She just wants to go to catch. I was going to kill myself. Here I am, suicidal and all this and that. My brother dies. Trayvon Martin dies. I get inspired. I reach out to Trayvon's mom. I lead the campaign with celebrities. Did you shoot the campaign too?
No,
I was on the East Coast.
Yeah, I was in New York at the time.
Everybody shot the campaign. Chris shot the campaign. Tank, everybody shot the campaign for Trayvon Martin. And we had created this theme of 1 million people united for peace and change. And the symbol was everybody crossing their fingers in peace because we're united in peace, right? She told me she was my friend and wasn't going to sue me because I tried to steal the symbol that she came up with for the t-shirt, for her t-shirt line. This is a R in the alphabets for deaf people. You know that, right?
Yeah, and back home, this mean you lying, so you got to cross your fingers.
Listen.
That's universal, actually.
That's when she died to me then.
Right.
So I'm glad that I was able to be a friend to you, but I don't know. Just learn how to move on.
You were never a fan. I mean...
No, I said a friend to you.
No, I know. You were never a fan of hers.
No.
No, that I do know. So, I mean, but that's just the thing is like sometimes you realize... I do a lot of spring cleaning when it comes to friendships. And, there's sometimes when I always say when a friendship starts to feel like it's more of an obligation than an actual friendship, it's not give and take anymore. It's them being an energy vampire and sucking the motherfucking life out of you. You gotta go.
But you have to learn that you cannot. I learned this too. Guess what? Ready?
You can't fix everybody.
Nope. That too. But you can't be friends with people that want to be you.
Damn.
Yes, I know that too.
You can be friend. Like, for example, I don't want to be anything like Floyd other than wealthy.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to follow him around like a fucking nomad just trying to be everything he is because he's him and I'm me, just like you're you and I'm me and you're you. Like, I don't understand why people want to be other people. You can be inspired to be wealthy but to be them is insane.
That person, those types of people usually have like a real darkness and emptiness in their souls, and they're trying to reinvent themselves.
Damn, I just thought of that. You've had that twice.
What?
Want to be you.
The female stuff? Oh, no, I've had it more than twice. I just don't talk about it, but I might put it in the book.
So when was the last time you had a beef with somebody, Jim?
Oh, well, shit, we already talked about this. And it's funny because the motherfucker ended up working on the show with me.
Who?
Cisco.
Oh, Cisco.
Yeah.
Cisco from the...
Reyes.
Oh, Cisco. Oh, this last movie?
The Unsolved show.
Really? Did you guys talk?
I bypassed him, and then he ended up being in the scene with me, and he was like, "What's up, Papa?"
Does he know that you said you wanted to fight him on the show?
Oh, he already know that.
Did he see the show?
I don't know. I don't care.
All right. You guys be fighting. Anyway, I can't tell you. The last time I had an actual beef with somebody, I don't know. Like a beef. Oh, well.
Milan.
No. There's no beef. That's a one-sided beef.
You
have to actually pay attention and care.
I was going to say, beef is not beef unless the two parties are involved in it together.
A one-sided beef is not a beef.
No, one-sided beef is, bitch, you're a fan.
One side of the burger is only cooked.
Well, I don't know about all that, but if you don't like me,
I'm just talking,
and I don't give you life, then you're
bitch,
just a hater.
And no, you're a fan.
Or a fan.
Yeah.
I don't hate anybody.
Because the word fan actually means
personally.
fanatic.
Yeah.
So, you're a fan.
I don't have a problem with it. Listen, when I get calls and people say, somebody wants to come on your show and they want to confront you about your beef. I'm like, wait, you want to come on my show?
I'm like, you should give me the phone.
And you want to confront me about a beef that I don't even have.
I will give them the most obnoxious fucking laugh ever.
I don't. Well, Giovanni, hand her the phone. All right, what else is going on?
Okay, so another story that's kind of making its rounds on the news is something that I can actually, that I know something a little bit about. So Ray Allen has been catfished by a man. Ray Allen used to play for does he still play for the Celtics, or is he retired?
I don't know what team he plays for.
No, he's done.
He's done. Okay, he was in that movie He Got Game. Denzel Washington all the way back.
I don't know what team he plays for.
All the way back.
I'm trying to give the
y'all
the
missed
story,
my joke and everything.
No, I heard
wait,
it.
what was it?
I don't know what team he plays for.
Oh, you're hilarious. Yes, because the story goes, he claims he was catfished by a man pretending to be a number of attractive women.
Da-dum-dum.
Sorry, I fucked up the joke. I'm sorry, people. So he's filed legal documentation against Bryant Coleman, who's works at the department of the University of.
Well, I thought you just said Brian Gumble.
No, Bryant Gumbel has things to do now, except, not catfish. And he's on Real Sports. He ain't trying to catfish a player.
Right.
Anywho, Ray claims that he met these women on various online forums. And it's just like, okay, first of all, hold on a second here.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Ray, what you doing talking to other women when you married with children?
Is he married?
Yes.
Well, he was also the one that was that they say was sending his dick out, right?
I can't keep track of all the athletes who send out.
I think
they
said he sent his dick out before.
Okay, well, I never got that picture. Could you call that up right now?
No, it's not there. I looked already.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not looking at that shit.
I just wanted to know because I heard something about tall, skinny guys.
Why you want to research dicks? You point at Gio.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking up that
and she did it so casually and naturally too.
See, us women, we do that very subtle shade. Okay, so he eventually figured out that he was being catfished and ended the relationships. Ray, what are you doing? Fuckers are crazy on social media. So,
I will tell you, I just downloaded a dating app.
Called what? The League?
I'm not going to tell you the name.
Raya. You're on motherfucking Raya.
No, I'm not on Raya. They would never let me on Raya.
What's Raya?
Raya is a secret site. It's a secret app for celebrities who are on there dating other celebrities.
Oh, let me get on that.
And I went through it one time, and there's some big people on there. Like people that we all know.
Well, how do you get even...
You have to be invited.
You have to be invited in.
It's a secret society.
Like Kelly Osbourne is on
that. Straight on that coach
Russell
shit.
Simmons is on there.
Yeah.
I just try and get a yoga buddy. But listen, I want to get on Raya.
Okay, well,
it's not gonna happen.
Good luck. But anyway, what I was saying is, I just downloaded this dating app, and I won't put a profile up. I won't put my picture up. I won't do any of that. Right now, I'm just perusing and looking to see who's on there, and I'm like running into neighbors and running into people. I'm like, oh fuck, they on there too. I couldn't date online.
You on Grindr?
No.
Okay, I'm just.
How dare you?
Shit, I'm still on Black Planet.
I can't right now.
Yeah,
I can't right now.
I don't understand the dating world. The dating world on the apps, when I used to do the whole app thing, apps are really for hooking up. It's not for finding love.
I mean,
it's unfortunate that some people think that, because some people are actually there to date.
So I met this guy, I met this guy that I had met online on Instagram. I met him in person. He brought his boyfriend to LA for a trip. I met them. They met on Tinder. I said, how'd you guys meet on Tinder? They created a reverse profile.
What the fuck is that?
Where he put his interest was a man or something. I don't know. Where Tinder's not supposed to be for gay people, right?
You can specify if you like men
or
women,
woman.
or both.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Maybe I should get on Tinder. I don't know. I'm not with the whole online dating thing. I'll just stick to online Facebook and Instagram.
It's stupid.
Is that the same thing?
Nah.
Instagram and Facebook?
The apps
Is that
are
online dating if you're meeting on Facebook and Instagram?
Nah. Them apps especially made, like you say, for fucking.
Right.
I done smashed a ton of chicks off.
You ain't smashed a ton of
You
nothing.
crazy, boy. I just showed her a video of
I'm not gonna get in the middle of this
video of you
fucking
having sex?
cockfight.
No, of this crazy. Continue.
Okay. Anyways, so Ray Allen, and back to the catfishing thing. So he claims that he eventually figured out that he was being catfished, and
Why, when he got the dick?
Oh my gosh. We're not gonna talk about Ray Allen.
He also claims that the guy would physically go to Ray's wife's restaurant in Orlando and post about Ray tagging family members in the post. Like, this guy was like super, super duper like obsessed with Ray. And I know something about this. Did you know that I have somebody that has been catfishing me for over 10 years?
And you know him?
No, I don't know her. Okay.
Why do you keep talking to her?
Huh?
Why do you keep talking
I'm not talking. She's catfishing me. She's using my photo in order to solicit men. And she has talked to about 150 to 200 men.
Good for her.
No, fuck that bitch. She's almost gotten me killed sometimes.
Oh,
I get
that's
people
fucked up.
in my DMs like, like, I can't believe you disappeared on
you
me
stood
and blah
me
blah
up.
blah and this, that, the other. I'm like, whoa, I don't know. No. So wait, one time I have a friend of mine.
Have you been catfish?
What do you mean?
Have you ever been catfish?
Where somebody posed as somebody.
Yes.
No, that's never happened to me. But somebody's used me to catfish a whole bunch of other people.
Really?
She has caused so many problems in my life. I can't even express it. And I've had Secret Service literally trying to find this bitch.
Why
got
is
a budget.
Secret Service need to be working for the president? Why are they working for you?
Because I have connections. I know people in DC.
Damn.
So I was like, on your off time, can you help me track this motherfucking IP? I narrowed it down, and the bitch lives in Ohio. So she ain't got nothing to do.
Well,
okay?
God bless her.
So
Let
what
her be
happened?
Melissa
No,
Ford
so
if she wants to be Melissa
She's
Ford.
a fucking cunt, okay? That's what she is, okay? Like, I swear to God, one time my friend who played for Green Bay, he was like, you know what, Em? He was like, I already know the answer to this question, but I have to ask you. He's like, are you talking to any of my teammates? I'm like, no. He was like, 3 of them think they're talking to you. 3.
Well, first of all, she deserves an award because she get more.
No, but
action
let me
than
tell
you.
you. But let me tell you how stupid men are sometimes. When you guys want to believe something so badly, you will ignore empirical evidence. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So people, they're like, "Oh, I talked to you on Skype." I'm like, "Did you actually see me?" And they're like, "Well, no, you said that your camera was down."
Cameras go down.
Why the fuck would I be talking to you on Skype if isn't the purpose of Skype to use the camera for video chatting?
not necessarily.
Isn't
Some
that the
people just
point?
do audio.
Before FaceTime, people were Skyping if you were just long distance
Okay, well,
typing.
here's the sitch, people. For anybody who thinks that they've ever had a fucking conversation with me, number 1, I don't have a Skype account, never had one. That's number 1. Number 2, I make it a point to not fuck my fans. Sorry, supporters. So more likely than not,
You fucked a fan before.
I have not fucked
We've
a fan.
all fucked a fan.
Okay. He wasn't the stereotypical fan.
She just
No,
dropped
but
the
what I'm
motherfucker.
saying is because I would tell you the first time I did TV and my DMs started lighting up, I didn't know how to deal with it. So I said, well, I just fuck everybody, then just get them on my DMs.
No,
I didn't fuck everybody, but I mean, when you first get all the attention, you do lose a little
No.
bit.
For me, it wasn't a fan situation. It was more like somebody who had grown, kind of like a high school and college, and my pictures were on the wall, and then he became somebody, but he was still a fucking fan, no matter how much money he had in the bank, what he was driving, what he was doing. He was still a fan, but he was
So we
now,
all fuck fans. It's okay.
know.
Okay, so have you ever been catfished, Jill?
Oh, absolutely.
Really? Somebody catfish you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How'd that work?
It was. I felt it was violating.
Do you want to wake up and tell the story?
I'm I'm just thinking over in my mind how it felt, and it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Tell us about it.
I don't want to.
Well, I've never been catfished except for the
No, Gio, no, fuck you. Our fans really like when we come up off of our personal information. So come on, talk.
just for the record, that's the whole purpose of the show.
Let me tell you something. You know why I think he's so traumatized? Because he got catfished by a man posing as a big booty chick.
Did you?
Nope.
Or it was a tranny,
Nope.
transsexual.
It was a chick that was posing. That was sending me this bad chick. Oh, this before my girl at the time. Bad. And I was like, let me, she's sending me all these flicks, titties. I'm like, but yo, send me something with your face. I like to jack off. I like to see the face. And finally, she finally sent me the face. Just was not the chick in the pictures. Had a big burn. Like, she looked like
Burnquita. Shout out to Burnquita. You're out there somewhere. You're out there somewhere making your Burnquita Got Love shirts or Burnquita Live Matter shirts. Bitch, I need my percentage. So Burnquita, wherever you at, girl, we love you.
Yeah.
So what you say she was doing what?
So like it was some for the longest she just would not send me the body with the face. And I was like, look, you gonna send me some shit or blah blah blah. I don't know what I said. She was like, all right, before I do it, I got something to tell you. I'm like,
why you do your arm like she was mentally retarded?
No, Jason,
No, fuck all that. I had to go to a private school with a bunch of retards. And you know what? My thing with that is in the bathroom when they all take up all the toilets, how the fuck am I supposed to pee?
It is.
And you know what? We have to stop as a society feeling sorry for certain people because they have certain restrictions.
You can't say the word retard.
Retard.
No.
Jason Lee.
You acting retarded.
Continue.
Anyway, no, just long story short, it was fucking me up. It wasn't the girl in the picture, but her body, she was literally, her face was sliced, but her body was crazy.
And so you smashed. He's
This
still
chick was like, this chick, she said she was in LA. She would never meet on me. She came out, she was fine. She was in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? Did you do anything or no?
No, I jacked off to them pictures and never talked to her again.
Well, great. Then we all came to the same conclusion that I'm over this story. All right, Melissa, what else is going on?
Oh my God. Yeah, that what? Bump. That was really freaking good. Okay. There was a man who apparently went blind after having a powerful, and our researcher Kelvin, I'm going to get on you because you said powerful organism. And then I said that to Gio, and Gio was like, oh, I wish that would happen to me.
First of all, when you first said it, Gio understood the meaning of this conversation because of it spelled the wrong way.
No, motherfucker, I saw orgasm.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, this man was admitted into the hospital after having a powerful orgasm that caused him to go blind during sex. And he was 29 years old, and he was admitted into the eye clinic after doctors discovered an obstruction in the central vision of his eye. It's probably because he got a cum shot in it. So that's what it sounds like.
So I was reading online, and I don't know if this is true because I don't know, and I'm just going to report what I've seen and what I've heard. I don't know that it's true. But somebody sent me something from Little Mo's husband where he was, I guess,
jerking off?
Well,
that's my guy now.
There's a text message where it says that his friend and him were jacking off, and then the guy's cum shot in his face. Now,
circle jerk. It was a circle
I don't
jerk.
know that it's all real.
Right.
I'm about to text him
honestly,
right now.
I don't text him because I don't believe that it's real. But I ain't gonna lie, I gagged for dear life when somebody sent me that.
Can you send me the video?
Is that necessarily gay though? If you and your friend okay, first of all, if two men are in the room jacking off together watching porn, is that gay? I don't think so.
Nah.
So you've done it before?
I mean, my niggas watched it. I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta see this bitch. I just
Is that
found
what
out.
you guys do?
Listen,
you guys sit around and watch porn and jerk
off? Listen to what the fuck I just said. And I said, there's been times with my nigga, I be like, yo, nigga, you gotta see this bitch that I just found out on fucking Exio. She bad. You let me see. Oh yeah, that bitch is bad. I fuck shit out of her. Yeah, nigga, you going to watch the game tomorrow? That's how it is with me and my nigga.
So you never had a cum shot in your eye?
No, have you and your friends been sitting in a room jacking off together though? Men do it.
That's what he just asked.
No, I thought you asked, do men just sit around and watch porn together? That's what I heard.
Yeah, well, of course they do that. But have you ever sat around, watched porn, and jacked off together?
No.
You
Get
all
the fuck
watch
outta
porn
here.
around each other? That's
no,
gross.
It's not watching porn. It's like, nigga, let me show you this badass bitch
but then
that I just found.
But then you guys are all sitting around with fucking hard-ons.
When you guys sound hyper masculine explaining the experience, it doesn't take away from the fact that you guys were doing gay stuff.
That bitch bad as fuck, my nigga. That bitch bad as fuck.
So you would never jack off with your friends, like just like in you're there watching. Well, it happens.
Never did a circle jerking Gary, Indiana.
Okay, so Naira,
lies and treachery will get you nowhere.
Naira, are we still on Naira Rivera?
No, we're gonna get to Naira Rivera, but it's called the Valsalva maneuver, which is when you actually go temporary blind during sex, and it affects 1 in every 10,000 people.
But why do you go blind?
Because apparently you when you're hitting like the height of orgasm, like you strain your eye muscles, or
to the point to where you go blind.
To where you're you experience
what I've
temporary
noticed
blindness.
about aging is that it really takes a lot of encouragement to keep your dick up.
Really?
Because you're so over it. You're so busy. You got so many other things going on, and you already know it's just going to be this quick experience. So it's like, fuck it. Let's just get through it. Damn.
You know what? Honestly, it's not aging.
Because I remember when I was passionate. I remember when I would get with somebody, and I mean, I could just like, fuck them like a prisoner. But now I'm just kind of like, I got shit to do. I got a flight to catch.
God has really set us all up, because when you guys are like hitting like, like late 30s to the 40s and stuff, that's when you guys are like,
No.
And you need a splint to lift that shit up.
No.
I want it 5 times a day, 7 days a week. I get
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Shit.
I love to come, and I love all of that. No, don't get me wrong. I have no problem keeping it up.
Yeah.
I have a problem getting motivated to even want to do anything.
All you need to do is breathe on me. That's motivation.
Let me tell you what you do. You go get somebody young. Because I
have somebody young, and
I got somebody 21 right now.
Okay, maybe he's not that young.
21.
21 is half my age.
Yes,
almost.
he is.
And I will tell you something.
Nah.
If you don't hear from me, it was a coronary that put me out of business. Because I will tell you, it takes. The thing I like about this person is that they're not high maintenance. You don't have to. They don't want everything in the world. But I still do a lot of things. But it's a lot. To
you know what I just realized?
What?
I really fucking miss Jennifer.
Who was Jennifer?
The girlfriend.
I fucking really miss her.
Jennifer, give him another chance.
No, life doesn't go in reverse. You are on a path that God puts you on. Just figure out how to be happy in it.
Fuck this shit.
Okay, so let's pick the show back up.
Okay,
Speaking of broken relationships.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Moving right along.
So Naya Rivera from Glee fame was arrested for domestic battery against her husband in West Virginia. They live in West Virginia? Wow.
You didn't see her walking in the courtroom. She looked like she was from North Dakota.
She looked like she was about to have a
Is there a West North Dakota?
No, there's not. It's just North Dakota, and then there's South Dakota, and there's West Virginia, and then there's Virginia.
But what if you live on the west side of North Dakota? Are you West North Dakota?
You would just call it the West Side, and you won't even refer to North Dakota.
Why can't you just say West North Dakota?
West. I thought that.
Speaking of retards.
Fucking Bugs Bunny ass.
Speaking of retards, it was my tongue. It got a little heavy.
Okay, well, her and her husband, his name's Ryan Dorsey, they have had a very tumultuous relationship because they were on their way to being engaged. Then they called off the engagement. Then they got married. They've done a lot of back and forth, and she looks like a fiery little jalapeno man.
She's Latina.
Why is she jalapeno? Because she's Spanish?
Yeah.
That was racist.
It was not, okay?
Jalapeno.
I'm filing the DACA report. But Big Sean's petty ass, I live for. He posted a little video with the little girl that said, I told y'all niggas.
Oh, wow. Well, shout out to Big Sean and
yeah,
exactly. And Miss Aiko, they're she just got his name his face tattooed. Face.
Who did?
Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
She got a whole face of Big Sean's face tattooed.
Who was it? Was it Little Duval that was basically saying, yo, Big Sean, you better not fuck up because she is in it for life.
Do you think this is karma that her relationship's falling apart?
Who, Naya Rivera?
Yeah, because of all the stuff with Big Sean.
Well, was there rumors of infidelity? I don't know. No one really knows why they broke up.
Because he said she was too controlling.
Oh, well, that part. It's kind of looking a little true. Yeah. And he's looking pretty happy with Miss Janae Aiko. Yeah.
Well, we wish them all the best. Naya, get a good belt.
Did she get sentenced to anything?
She went before the judge. I don't know if she's been sentenced yet, but she's now a prisoner. And she's a prisoner that's out. Good. God bless her. I mean, I don't know much about what's going on in her career. Her relationship is failing. Jesus, somebody better check on her.
She's definitely filed for divorce. So they had a broken engagement, then they got married, then she filed for divorce, called that off, and now she's just fucking chucking shit at his head.
But here is the silver lining in this whole thing. Hopefully she gets it. If she doesn't get it, if we can get it and our listeners can get it. Go through the chain of events one more time. They got together.
So they got together.
Okay.
And they got engaged very quickly.
Okay.
Broken engagement.
Stop. Right there. If you follow my rule that life doesn't go in reverse and you keep on going, you will be, let me tell you, you will save yourself. I'm telling you, when you get to a certain age in life, you have to slow down to learn the lessons that you've learned over your life. I have learned when I would get fired from a job or quit a job, I would be like, oh, I love this job. Every next job was a better job. Every next opportunity. But let me finish.
Yeah.
When she left that relationship, or when he left, and when they separated, if she would have moved on and figured out what was going on with her, or he would have figured out, they would never. Then what happened?
And so then they got back together. They got married.
Amazing. Now she's in jail. Bitch got a yellow outfit on, orange outfit looking for Madea on Halloween. Bitch is going to jail.
More likely than not, the reason why they got married had something to do with their now 2-year-old child. So they probably felt like we should make a go of this family thing and, make it a legal thing.
Marriage ain't going to cure the broken heart.
No. Kids don't cure. Kids don't fix marital problems. They actually more likely than not will make it worse, because you don't have enough time for each other. It's given to the kids.
So, Gio, you were saying you disagree.
No, I was just saying, look at D-Wade and Gabrielle and Ray J and Princess. These people
Gabrielle slept with Dwayne Wade while he was married.
Wait, what?
Oh my God, Gio.
Is that not true?
But I know D-Wade.
Is that not true?
It's definitely the rumor that he was still
She
with
was sleeping with
Siobhan.
him. She did what Alicia Keys did. Okay, so I don't know that is an apple to my orange, my friend. That's an apple to my orange.
Cheated on Gabby, and they still
had a broke baby.
Yeah, and they still worked
a break baby. My bad,
But they were broken up.
Yeah,
they were on a break.
So they came back together, and but their story's not over yet. We don't know how that story's gonna end.
I understand what you're saying.
Because that baby's still gonna show up at Christmas and be like, "Bitch, you not my mama."
No, she seems to have accepted the fact that he had a kid during their break. And she's brought it all into the family.
She cheated on him while he was with his wife. What can she do? She's not holier than thou.
So it's like a Kevin Hart situation as well.
Kevin Hart, God bless. They just had a beautiful baby.
Yes. Congratulations to Kevin and Aniko. And we're not going to drag Gabby down. She is in a marriage right now with a man that she loves.
Can I just say, I love Gabrielle Union. I love her. And if you watch the show Gabrielle, I hope you're a fan. I hope you continue to be a fan. Girl, you know you did that. And it's okay. I'm just saying, my point is that different people have different standards. In my world, there are 3 fundamental rules you cannot violate. I don't give a shit how much I want you, how beautiful you are, how much I've even invested in you. Don't lie to me, don't cheat on me, and don't steal from me.
Okay.
If you violate those 3 things, I don't care what the universe is saying, because God already told me you don't deserve to be cheated on, you don't deserve to be stolen from, and you don't deserve to be lied to.
Right.
So
that's a good point.
If you do those things, then you're not meant for me. That's a sign from God that you got to go.
Right.
Now, if I take a motherfucker back, and I've done it, and they ruin my credit, ruin my life, or anything, or give me some disease, it's my fault. I don't know. That's just what I believe.
Respect.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Speaking of happier times.
Yeah. Speaking of happier times, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are engaged.
They're gonna have a hot comb in the castle because there's a black woman moving in. The palace.
Yeah, I'm so excited for them. I love her on this TV show called Suits.
Never saw it.
Yeah, no, you don't really watch TV like that, but I do, and it's on the USA Network.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so
is she a good actress?
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
she's a really good actress, and she's been lucky enough as an actress to kind of have that racial ambiguity. A lot of people didn't even know that she was half black and half white. Well, now everybody knows because that has been a lot of the backlash that they've faced. They said, Prince Harry's controversial engagement. Controversial because she's black. Let's just keep it all the fucking way real, and that's disgusting.
She don't look really black.
And
she
really doesn't. She ain't like SZA black.
She's super
like Hillary.
She's super. She's me in January
What
in
if
terms of complexion.
What if Prince Harry got engaged to Cardi B?
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
That would be epic.
Would he be allowed to do that?
Yeah.
He could do whatever he wants, but.
Because she'd be like, I ain't got to dance. I make bloody moves.
Listen, let me tell you something, okay? There's a picture circulating of Prince Harry where he looks like he's in some kind of an altercation, but he's also being kind of blocked by people. But he's got his hand up, 2 fingers pointed like a gun at somebody's head. Yo.
You do remember where he was in Vegas and was photographed butt naked in a hotel room by random girls he met at the pool.
I just want to hang out with him. He sounds like he'd be a lot of fun. Not in that way. I just, want to join the party.
Don't be trying to wreck the marriage.
I just want to join the party.
No, I know. He does seem like
he looks like he'd be fun to get drunk with.
He's always been the bad boy.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that he got him a black girl.
Yeah, I mean.
I wonder what the conversation with the queen is like. Like, Grandma.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
And I know you close to dying.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing a nigga up here.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing about her is that she is divorced, biracial. We've already said she was raised Catholic, but I guess her her ex-husband was Jewish. She got a whole lot of stuff
Big
going
ass
on.
pot.
To where he was like, I don't care. I love this woman and I want to marry her. And this is what it is. People
When he
deal
put
with
that
it
ring
or
on the
suck
finger,
a dick.
when he put the ring on that finger, I know her first phone call to her girl was like, "Bitch, I'm in, bitch."
How long were they dating before he proposed?
For like a year and a half. They were really under the radar as much as you can be when you're dating a royal. But I'm happy for them. And Prince Harry, I always wondered, like when he was a kid, long awkward phase, thought he was just going to be like an unattractive ginger.
And he ended up to be looking better than his brother.
Yes, he did.
Well, God bless them all. God bless the royal family. I'm going to London this week, and I'm definitely going to ring the doorbell
I'm
at the
coming with
castle.
you. I'm coming.
So free Meek Mill.
Yes.
Meek Mill. I went to a concert with Yo Gotti. I've said this on the last show. And in the room, because he's a part of the Rock Nation family, and Meek Mill's a part of Rock Nation, and they had a Meek Mill sweater on. And so clearly there's this big movement where you have tour buses and Jay-Z and everybody speaking out about it. And I'm even convinced that something fucking is happening here that's wrong. Something doesn't smell right with this chick in Philly.
The judge, you mean?
Yeah, that chick. So Al Sharpton, of course, that opportunist, that guy.
Well, he's gone to visit Meek Mill behind bars.
I want to call him opportunist. I got attacked for saying that Martin Luther King's wife was built like a Flintstone. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what everybody's.
Continue.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Because it's true.
so Al Sharpton's gone to visit Meek Mill behind bars, and they basically want to show, using Meek Mill as an example, the broken system that is the criminal justice system. And so a lot of people are taking, whatever. I guess they're just not
Well,
heed.
people are really upset because, I remember again when I did the Trayvon Martin campaign, there were two big, large figureheads that I was working with besides the family: Russell Simmons and Al Sharpton's Nan, right? The National Action Network.
Oh, I thought
The
you said
reason
Simmons.
why I quit that campaign was because of Al Sharpton and Russell Simmons, because it became so politicized and so about other things than what I was motivated by. And I'm not blaming Russell. I think that was more of some people on his team that wanted to control the narrative, that I felt like they were a little too far removed from the experience that I had with my brother dying. So I can understand when people online are saying that it seems like Russell Simmons is, an opportunist. Like, where's he at talking about what's happening in Libya? Like, let's talk about other things that are, why are you not in Chicago putting together a task force? Maybe you are, but why aren't you talking about it?
Right.
It's almost like the Gloria Allred effect. Whenever you hear the ambulance, you start running.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
Right.
But hey, Meek Mill is one example of many black men, I think, in this country that are wrongfully prosecuted.
Thousands and thousands.
Right. Well, I think that the reason why Al Sharpton stepped in here is because he played a pivotal role in getting Tupac, that's the way the fable is
Being
told these days. History has.
Suge Knight got Tupac out of prison.
Okay. Really?
With
How?
$2 million.
He gave him $1 million and paid
cash.
him.
He was in prison how many times, though?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this one particular time, Al Sharpton had negotiated with the warden of the Clinton Correctional Facility to get him released from solitary confinement. So everybody thinks that he's going to have the same success with Meek Mill.
Speaking of Clinton, I was just watching on CNN the other day, Bill Clinton, they showed a video of the 90s, what was going on in the 90s.
Yeah.
And watching all the stuff that played out with him and Monica Lewinsky and the testimony about the dress and the Linda Tripp being a shady bitch. Like, reality TV was going on before we even know it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And then after they went to commercial, they came back and said, America, I made a mistake.
I lied. She said
And he didn't even get impeached for that.
He did get impeached.
He did.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot.
He got impeached, but they didn't bring up any formal charges.
Yes.
Come on, history.
And we can't
history.
even get fucking this asshole impeached.
All right, well,
No,
listen.
it's very different. Like, he could basically murder somebody.
He
We're talking about
said,
Trump.
I can shoot somebody
on Fifth Avenue in front of everybody and
get
get away with it. But he can. Like in this,
the fact that the movie guy, what's his name?
Harvey Weinstein
is losing his company and potentially going to jail. And Donald Trump said we can grab him all by the pussy and kiss him, do anything we want to him. And he's the president. I'm confused.
I don't know, because in this day and age, it just seems like, having sexual, harassment and assault allegations, at least in the world of politics.
White. Because I'm going to tell you right now.
Harvey Weinstein's white.
He's
white and Jewish.
I was just about to say that.
Okay.
That's a whole different
I will
story.
say in terms of like black people, We could never do half the shit these people are doing.
No.
Tiger Woods just went to play golf with Trump, and we all want to bury his motherfucking ass.
Oh, we are. He is disinvited. Well, he's been disinvited.
Don't say the barbecue, because I did that yesterday online, and they told me I wasn't even invited to barbecue. They were like, "What barbecue is that, motherfucker? Because you ain't invited." I'm like, "What? It's my barbecue. So how am I not?" Whatever, people.
Oh my God.
Okay, so listen, before we get out of here, Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, we hear everything you guys say in the comments. We are turning the show into a podcast. What that means is that this show will be available early in the morning if you download the app.
Yay!
Or download the podcast. It's not available yet, but by the time
it's happening, people. It's happening.
Man.
You could download the show now. By the time this airs, you will be available to download our show, and you can listen to all our shows. We've uploaded every show we've ever done on the podcast.
Wow.
No way.
All shows are on there, so we'll be able to do it. So you can download it. It's on Google Play, iTunes, and SoundCloud, and you can just download it, and you'll get alerts as soon as it pops up, as soon as the show's available.
Beautiful.
Yay.
And guys, friendly reminder, my birthday is December 22nd.
Really?
I think I'm going to be in Mexico.
What are you?
A Capricornius.
Yeah. He's a sad. He's a cusp. Capricorn and Sag.
So don't forget, guys,
Oh, I got a dildo at my house waiting for you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.